It's not uncommon for financial advisors to not pay attention to their unique value proposition. It's truly the root of your business. It's something that you need to go back to year and year again, time and time again, because it grows organically with you and your business. It is your North Star. When we do business planning the right way, we have reliable rhythms. It feels just like when spring turns into summer and summer turns into fall and fall turns into winter. There is predictability that happens. We know what is going to happen. We know when there's a storm, we can prepare for it, things like that. Our business planning is exactly the same. So when we business plan and we show up in our own voice, and we speak our truth and we practice within our language to attract the right client. And we do and refer back to our unique value proposition that we did before, our target client, our pains, problems, needs, and gaps that you solve for them, how you're different, unique, or better, and the results and benefits. You can attract the right client. They stay with you, and going through that whole entire process, you truly become the trusted advisor, and the trusted advisor that holds all the pieces of their financial outlook. We live in this incredible time of sensory overload. It's everywhere, right? Our phones, our TV, everything that's happening. And how do you show up? The consumer is looking for someone to show up as the calm in this world of sensory overload that'll get them just to stop and pause what they're doing of, okay, they get me. They're not going to judge me. They're not going to listen to me. Finances, money, death, taxes, all these things are horrible things to talk about, to admit to. There's so much shame around it. And when an advisor shows up as their unique self, because they've done their unique value proposition, when they finally meet you, they feel like they know you already. They open up to you a lot quicker. They want a seat at your table. So they're looking for this. There's a reason why the TikTok, the FinAdvisor, the Finfluencers are doing so well. They are non-licensed representative giving advice on money and on insurance, and that scares me. But the reason they are is because they are showing up as their unique self. They're not talking about the markets. They're not resharing news stories. They're sharing the human benefit. And that's the root of this whole entire industry. It's about the faces of legacy. It's about the human benefit. It's the answer of, yes, everything is going to be okay when something does happen. Not the same, but it's going to be okay. For an example, there's an advisor that I've known for many, many years. And he kept struggling and struggling, had all the talents, all the right things on paper that they say would make a successful advisor. But he couldn't go to that next point, that next pivot. He put on the suits, he showed up in the same way, practiced all the language, and then we started working together. And we worked on his unique value proposition from an emotional state, from himself and the clients that he really likes to work with, the ones that took and actioned his set advice. And it is so wonderful to watch someone show up as their true, authentic self. Because no matter what, authenticity wins every time. Any algorithm, any meeting, any competitor, because you are your unique you. So with this advisor, he now wears his red Converse. He doesn't wear a suit and tie. He wears his rock concert shirts with a jacket on. And he has an incredible practice in business just because he is showing up as his best self. I believe every advisor has this star power, this attraction power, because we've all come into this industry for a very specific and honorable reason. So when someone does show up in that fundamental root as to why they came into this industry, and it's not the, what is your why? You need to go deeper and you need to show up as my I. Why am I here? Yes, you love your children. Yes, you love your kids, all of those things. But really, what is the I? And when an advisor figures that out, it is so simple to stand out against the 336,000 advisors in the US, and then I think there's 30,000 in Canada. But there's this huge, huge pool from different distribution levels. But when you show up as your unique self and you truly understand who you are, you get to niche quicker than anybody else because you're showing up, speaking the language of your clients, being able to understand their emotional behaviors. not having to spend time in objection handling, because right from the start, it's a reciprocal relationship that you're building.